I've been swinging a wrench for years and years. And the one thing I've learned in the shop is you ain't fixing a damn thing unless you understand the root cause of whatever problem. Sure, there might be the things that jump right out at you, but there's always something that caused the breakdown in the first place. And unless you find that, you ain't fixing a damn thing. Ever since 2016, I've been trying to figure out what it is about Donald Trump that pisses the Democrats off so much. Sure, I figured there was treason involved, and probably other things, but exactly what it wasn't that obvious. Turns out it's not a Democrat problem, it's a deep state problem that has the Rhino Republicans and the Democrats so concerned and so up in arms. I've always had the sneaking suspicion that somehow or another all of this is connected to Benghazi. And turns out it is. They were running weapons through Benghazi and supplying them to our enemies. Then when it became apparent that the operation was going to be exposed, they used those very same enemies who they were selling weapons to attack and kill everyone at the embassy in Benghazi. Even going so far as to issue a stand-down order so help would never arrive and ensure that the job got done. That provides an explanation as to why Obama would never use the term radical Islamic terrorist while he was in office. Because you can't piss off the people that you're working with, because they could potentially expose you. There's a link in the description of this video I would encourage each and every one of you to explore, because it explains that Osama bin Laden was wrapped up during the Bush administration, and that a deal was made with the Iranians before Obama was even in office, that they would keep him under house arrest and on ice in Iran until they figured out how to leverage him politically. As some of you may or may not know, the Bushes and the Clintons, they're pretty close friends. And I'm pretty sure that Bill and Hillary knew all about the plan to keep Osama bin Laden on political ice. That's why this isn't a Democrat problem. It's a deep state problem. But in this case, the Democrats have much more to lose, because they perpetuated the hoax. They made friends with the enemies who had been screaming death to America for years and years. Then made themselves vulnerable to exactly what happened: blackmail, which they covered up by calling it the Iran nuclear deal. I don't know how many of you will recall, but Hillary Clinton was not the first person Obama nominated to be the Secretary of State. He made a last-second change, and it's becoming pretty obvious as to why. So, by using threats and intimidation, skills that she had acquired covering up for her husband Bill over the years, she weaseled her way into the State Department as Secretary of State. The problem was, how do you make deals with people you're not supposed to be dealing with when you're involved with the government? You'd almost have to have a private server, wouldn't you? So you could conduct covert operations and arrange payoffs.